All in Sports Network. We love sports.
Injuries continue to be the story this preseason for the Colts.
Yes, sadly, that's the case. It tends that this always kind of happens to the Colts. It happens to other teams as well, but
I feel like
fans,
like I'm watching like a World War II movie out there. Like
yeah,
everybody's
sometimes
just boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's going down. Yep.
Well, I'm Kevin. This is my son Liam, and we are the Unstable Blues. Happy to present All Indiana Sports as part of the All In Sports and Rogue Media Sports Networks.
Yep. Welcome back in. Maybe Lou Anarumo was not the problem for the Bengals defense, and maybe it's backups fighting to make the team. We'll recap the Bengals game and make our predictions on the 53-man roster. So let's go all in.
Yes, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at All Indiana Sports and Twitter at All Indy Sports. I guess it's X now, whatever. And then don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts or here on this YouTube video.
Yep, exactly.
Let's go with the opening drive. Let's talk about the Bengals game. What did we see? What did you see, sir?
Not much. I asked. You asked me last episode, what did I want to see? I said not much, and that's exactly what I saw. I saw the showcased ability of Riley Leonard and Treadwell, which I'm sure we'll talk a bit more about later. Other than that, I mean, they cut down on the penalties a bit, so that was good.
A little bit. Yep, that helps,
Mm-hmm.
Helps you move the ball if you're not moving backwards.
Exactly.
Riley Leonard took full advantage of his first NFL start with a passer rating of 120.6, which is the highest passer rating and the highest percentage passing of any Colts quarterback this preseason.
Yeah.
Nate Noel and Ulysses Bentley made their case to be on the practice squad at running back. And you did mention Laquan Treadwell, but also Coleman Owen stepped up big. And Daniel Scott's pick 6 was good to see after 2 consecutive years of ACL and Achilles injuries in OTAs. So it's good to see him have success that the Colts thought that he could.
Yep.
What then did we learn?
I think we learned that our schemes look really good.
Even in vanilla.
Even in vanilla. Not only offense, but defense as well. I'm so happy. So happy. I was talking to my mom the other day on the way back from college. I stayed home this past weekend, so on the way back to college, I was talking to my mom. And I was like, I don't think you realize how good our defense has gotten just because our coach has changed. Like our defensive coordinator has changed, so we've gotten other people because of that. So I'm extremely happy to see our defense.
Yeah, they definitely rebounded. Open Goal has a rebounder goal setup that you can put in your backyard. Click the link in the description for more. What I learned is everyone likes to make the cut downs harder for the coaches in the front office because everybody came up big, seemingly in that third game against the Bengals. Especially, what was available to me was the Bengals broadcast, not the Colts broadcast, and I kept hearing the Bengals announcers saying Isaiah Land again, over and over again. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What was your Mayflower move of the game then?
It's probably the Daniel Scott pick 6.
Okay.
Not because it was, a game sealer or whatever. The score was 41-14.
Right.
The Colts were always in control. Now, would that actually happen in a regular season game against the Bengals? No, not at all. If anything, it's going to be we're both high scoring.
Okay. I was thinking the other way around, but okay.
Not with the Bengals defense, no.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, but I think that was he kind of made his case to be on the team or practice squad. He's not just going to get waived.
Yeah, I gotcha. Then my Mayflower move is the Leonard to Treadwell 59-yard touchdown before half. Even more so when I heard Riley's breakdown of it, how he said that we wanted to have this look. We forced them into that look. All I had to do was buy enough time, move up in the pocket, and hit the post like it was planned. And he just delivered the ball just right in the breadbasket. And with just seconds, not minutes left in the second quarter. So he kind of had that, 2-minute kind of drill thing going on. So it was good to see all of that come together, including the protection, which has definitely been lacking in those deeper rosters on offensive line. Yep. Who would be your lone star of the game then?
Treadwell had a really, really big game, over 100 yards receiving on 6 catches.
Yep.
Owen also had a really good game, but you can only have those two if you have Riley. And so I've got to go Riley. If my philosophy is, if 2 wide receivers are having a good game, I'm not going to choose one of the wide receivers because it's the quarterback that's doing it at that point.
I like that theory. I'm going to say, though, it was Coleman Owen. Coleman Owen had today 5 catches on 5 targets, which means he caught every ball. 60 yards and a touchdown plus an 11-yard run. I don't remember if that was on an end around or something. Seems like it would be. And then he had 46 punt return yards, including half of that on just 1 run back. So I hear what you're saying, and I'm adding some of that extra in there to let you know it wasn't just the quarterback. Coleman Owen was definitely making his case. I don't know if he's going to make the 53-man roster. We're going to find out right now because it's time for halftime adjustments, and we're going to get into our picks for the 53-man roster. We're going to start easy. Specialists.
Yes. We've also planned it so that each position group has the same amount of players for each of us.
Oh, so, right, yeah.
So we're not having to, confuse you guys and confuse us with how many players per stuff. So we may have, we may disagree and have different people, but the numbers are the same.
All right. Specialists, this seems obvious.
Yes. It's Spencer, Rigo, and Rhodes. It's the guys that it has been. Spencer should have been there. But if it was meant to be because he made his way back around.
That's right.
Next is the quarterbacks. I think those are also pretty self-explanatory.
Yes, Indiana Jones, Arse. Sorry, that's my new nickname for him. It's only cursing if it were in Ireland, so we're not.
Yes.
And that's kind of how he's playing. Riley Leonard as the number 3/number 2. Potentially number 1 at some point this season. Don't forget, I have called it.
Was that a risk it for the brisket or biscuit?
I will definitely risk it for a brisket that Riley Leonard will start at some point this season.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
I'll take you off on that.
I'm not going to risk it so far as to say that all 3 of the quarterbacks will start, even though I do believe that's where that's headed. I've told you, I think I've unpacked it on this podcast. So 5 starts for the first guy if he's under 500, 3 starts for the next guy if he's under 500. I don't think I've dished out this part, though. I did some research. What that means is Riley Leonard, if all that works out, Riley Leonard would be starting his first start against the Steelers in Pittsburgh. And that means if anything goes wrong, which probably could be easily go wrong with Aaron Rodgers, that would mean you have a rematch of the national championship quarterbacks the year after they were there.
This is true. Yeah.
Will Howard Riley Leonard.
That would be fun to watch.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to ask you a question. Since Daniel Jones has been announced as the starter, there has been a lot of talk from Shane Steichen, from Anthony Richardson, from Daniel Jones even, that Anthony Richardson is one play away. Those 3 words have been talked about exhaustively. Is that preconditioning for fans to know that AR is going to make an appearance at some point, or is it letting the fans down easy because they knew that they really wanted Anthony Richardson? What do you think?
See, my major, we're gonna take it this way. My major in college is sport management.
Yes.
So I've learned, because sport is a business at its root.
Yep.
It doesn't run like a normal business does. It's an entertainment business.
Yep.
So what, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into it, but deep down at the core, I don't believe Shane is making these calls. I think it's Chris Ballard making the calls, and he's the GM. What does he care about? What is his job? Bring in money. So I think it's letting the fans down easy, because the best choice with money is Daniel Jones. Because if you think about it, you let him start. If he doesn't do well, okay, cool. You put in your younger guy, that being AR.
Yep.
And that's fine, because you're building for the future and all that stuff. But at least you didn't waste all that money that you spent on the 1-year contract just for competition.
I got you.
So money, I believe it's because they're just letting the fans down easy.
All right. I like it. I'm for it. Okay. Back to the roster. Running back. I have 3 running backs. It is Jonathan Taylor, DJ Giddens, and Tyler Goodson.
All right. In that order?
Yeah. Yes.
I agree. I completely agree.
All right. No time. No need to spend any more time on that.
No. Next up, wide receivers. We got 6 of them.
Yep.
Is this? Did you put this in the order as well?
I don't know if it's in. This is not in order. This is just the ones that are making it. So we got Pitt,
Downs, Doolin, Gould, Mitchell, Pierce.
Yep.
Let me take a look at the wide receivers.
Okay.
Real quick.
See who else is on the roster there right now.
Yeah. I agree.
They did already let one of them go.
I agree. Yep. I think Gould is making it not just because of his wide receiver abilities, though. He's a returner.
Yeah. So. But he the steps he has taken as a receiver have put him they've put him sort of at a good sweet spot where he can do down stuff, he can do Mitchell stuff, he can do Pierce stuff.
Like, I believe he's the next Doolin. You're like Doolin all the time. I believe he because Doolin was a special teamer.
Yeah. Yep.
And now Gould is that.
Yep.
And I think they play receiver very similar as well.
Agreed.
They can do similar stuff. So I think, because Doolin's getting on the older side now.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to leave at some point.
I think this is the last year on his contract.
Yeah.
I think.
So I think they're kind of preparing for that, saying Doolin is a valuable asset.
Yep.
But we have a guy who could do very similar stuff.
The one thing Gould's going to have to do is bulk up if he's going to want to do that, though, because that's
agreed.
But once again, that comes with more time in.
Learning. Look at Downs.
Yeah,
he's bulked up because he's like, okay, I need to bulk up.
Yep.
So
also shout out to Josh Downs and his brother Caleb, who we would look to be drafting next year. Starting their own podcast. So wanted to shout them out. Jumping into the world we do.
Yeah.
Next up, the tight end position. Challenging here because you have 5, maybe 6 that you could really put in there and spin around, but we're going to hold it to 4 on our roster, right?
Yep.
All right.
I agree. We have Warren, and I would put him as the number 1.
I would, yeah.
Then we have Marley Cox,
yep.
Ogletree, and Mallory.
Yep.
And I think that's exactly how it goes down the depth chart as well.
That means no Jelani. He has worn out his welcome. He just, once again, the best ability is availability, and he hasn't been that. And other guys have been able to step up. He hasn't increased his blocking ability. He's remained a pass catcher. In this kind of offense where you have such talent at running back and mobile quarterback, you are going to need a tight end who can block. So
yep. He just doesn't have that dog in him. But speaking of dog, farm hounds, healthy dog treats. It's what we use for training puppies at Country Mountain Dogs. Click the link in the description for more.
Welcome to it. Nice job.
Yep.
Start us off with the next one then.
All right. Next one. These next two are the bulk of about half of the roster.
Yeah.
Offensive line, we have 10 of them.
Yes. 5 on the field, 5 backups is where I went with.
Yep. I completely agree.
I have, in no particular order, I kind of grouped them together, I think, by position. Bortolini, Wesley French, Danny Pinter, Quentin Nelson, Mackinsalvis, Bernie Ryman, Braden Smith, Jalen Travis, the new tackle from the draft this past year, Luke Tenueta, and Dalton Tucker.
Yep, I agree. I like keeping because there were a couple guys in there that you kept that were very flexible at their positions and stuff like that.
They even tried Dalton at center this past week.
Mm-hmm. So I completely agree with all of that.
All right, that takes us to the other side of the ball and defensive line in the trenches. We also had 10 of them. Yes, there are only 4 on the field, but there are just so many talented edge guys. We couldn't pass them up.
Mm-hmm. This is the first one where we differ from each other.
All right.
So we have.
Do you want to give me yours, or do you want me to give you mine?
I'll leave the person out and just say who I was going with.
Sounds good. Go for it.
Ebukam, Latu, Taekwon Lewis, Kwity Paye, JT, Adebawore, I think that's how you say it. Hopefully.
JT Timoloa?
Yes.
Timoloa?
Yeah. I was not going to attempt to say his last name.
Tommy Adebawore. You got that one right.
Yes. And then where are we? Buck, Grove, Isaiah Land, and I left out one person.
Yep.
Because
who you putting in there instead?
Oh my goodness. I had the page pulled up. No, I don't.
Okay. You left off. I had Neville Gallimore.
Yes, you did.
Because we just picked him up from the Rams. I think he's done great. He's the other. So Adebawore is the Buck replacement. Gallimore is the Grove replacement and sub. That's kind of where I went with it.
I went with another edge, Desmond Little.
Okay. All right. So only 3 true defensive tackles, although Taekwon can be that flex guy for sure.
And we don't always, especially with Lou, sometimes he runs only 3. So that leaves either Buck or Grove out, which is hard to do. Yeah. But still.
I know Buck has mentioned that he's loved playing the stand-up kind of role. No more 3-tech. He's a 2-tech, just kind of standing up, playing that kind of
Myles Garrett-esque.
Myles Garrett, kind of role.
Yeah.
That takes us to
linebackers. We only have 4.
Go ahead. You only have 4 as well. It's surprising to me.
It's not surprising because of Lou's defense.
Exactly. That's what I went with. That was my whole basis behind this. Joi Baby has stepped up great in multiple preseason, plus with the uncertainty of exactly where Zaire is going to be at the beginning of the season, as well as Jalen Carlisle and kind of where his ankle health is going to be. Some of these guys I think may make the roster because you don't want to take the risk of losing them to waiver wire pickups, and then they'll quickly make it to the practice squad, pick up another guy. Does that make sense? Like there's going to be lots of movement there, but this is the initial 53. So I got Bocce, Carlisle, Zaire Franklin, and Shigo Luby.
All right. I like it.
Wrong.
Yep. I agree with that.
All right. Then that takes us to cornerback, the Lou position.
Yes.
Secondary coach back at Purdue. Always kind of been his thing. We have 6 of them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Some people I've seen online have 7 cornerbacks on this list.
Yeah, that is shocking to me.
I think that we may differ here on some of these.
Yes.
Go for it.
I'll say mine.
Okay.
I only differ on one.
I figured.
Ward.
Yep.
Obviously, Xavier Howard, Jalen Jones, Kenny, Sam Womack, and I have Chris Lamons.
Oh, okay. I picked Jonathan Edwards. Had the first pick in the first preseason game against the Ravens, and I've seen some really good stuff from him. Undrafted guy out of Indiana State, and I think that he's got it. Now, what I find interesting is both of us, even though we differ on the last one, still left out Juju Brents, which is what I called from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. I agree. He's
last position.
Yes. Safety, we only have 4. I think
pretty common.
Pretty straightforward. Cam Bynum.
Yep.
Nick Cross as a starting 2, obvious.
Yep.
Daniel Scott, and this is Rodney Thomas, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of Thomas, so I had to make sure that was the actual Thomas.
Yep. Rodney Thomas, the second, I think.
Second. Yeah. Yes.
Yep. So you agree with those?
I do. I do.
All right.
Agree.
Well, that leads us to third and short. We're going to go who's in, who's out, and pick some undrafted, who we think the rookie undrafted picks might be, if we have any. Some of these guys, I mean, it's a shame. You work all this time, all this hard work. Treadwell, former first-round pick, still is not on our 53-man roster. Doesn't mean you won't get picked up somewhere, but it's a brutal business, and at some point you got to get taken out.
At the end of the day, it's a business.
That's right. Joi Baby Sleep Sacks can help you take your little one and put them to bed. Click the link in the description for more. The people that I have out who might surprise you, and therefore you as well, although I have one of your guys here, Jelani Woods, Khalil Herbert, who they just picked up, Juju Brents, and Chris Lamons. You have Chris in there, so who else would be your surprise out? Maybe,
I don't think honestly. I think it's just those guys.
Well, I had Neville Gallimore in. You had him out, so maybe.
Yeah, maybe that. Rodney Harrison got hurt, right?
Yes, Yeah,
okay.
He was there, and now he's gone.
That's why I didn't see him. That was going to be one of my surprises as well, but then I was like, wait, I would keep him on the 53-man. But and then while we're talking about it, Justin Wally still hurts.
Yep,
still hurts. But yes, those are people that that I would be, that other people might be surprised about out. The people that surprised the left in, would be Little, the defensive edge that I talked about, and then also Chris Lamons because you didn't have him in. So
yep, agreed. My surprise in would be Jonathan Edwards, and that's also my undrafted rookie who would make it.
And Little is my undrafted.
There you go,
rookie.
There you go.
Before,
one each. Yep.
Before we, and it's the start of the season. We're talking about the 53-man roster already.
Yep.
So I came up with 2 questions for you.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Kind of like a let it rip type of thing.
All right. I'm ready. Let's go.
So, and they're kind of like bunched together as questions.
Okay.
Who is your breakout player / most standout player you're most excited to watch, stuff along the realms of that? And who is your player that is going to drop off the most? You're not excited. And don't give me Daniel Jones as an answer.
Okay.
Because
low Low hanging fruit. I got you.
Yes,
Too much.
yeah.
Okay.
Give me a good answer.
All right. Sounds good. My player to watch with a upward trajectory, and the one I'm most excited to see is Cam Bynum.
I
I'm
like it.
so excited to see what he can do in this Lou defense, and then the moxie that he's going to bring to the Colts defense that has been largely lacking moxie. Even though it's had top tacklers, they've also had some of the worst defense the past 3 years. Statistically 29th-ish in the league the last several years. And for all the made tackles, there's terrible missed tackles as well. So Cam Bynum isn't going to let that fly. I'm so excited to see all of the energy he's going to bring to that defense. I mean, you saw in camp that they did the Thailand boat celebration, right?
Yeah.
Like that's in a training camp game. Come on, that's against your own team. What are they going to come up with in an actual game? This is going to be great.
Right. And I'll kind of say
Yep.
mine as well. I said no low hanging fruit. I'm not going to give you Tyler Warren. That's
Okay.
boring. I'm not going to give you Josh Downs either, because that's also boring, even though I fully agree with both of those answers.
Okay.
I am not going to go on the defensive side. I'm going to go on the offensive side.
Okay.
I'm going to give you Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, okay.
It's shocking. My reasoning behind it is he's been injured.
I thought you were going to make a call here. Okay.
No. He's been injured so much. I'm calling him to stay healthy. Knock on wood.
Okay.
I'm calling him to stay healthy and have a really, really good year. And be guaranteed top 5 in everybody's running back list after this year. Maybe even top, the best running back of the AFC.
See, I did a risk it for the brisket. I thought you were going to reciprocate here by nailing down a yard markage and how many touchdowns. I don't know.
No. That might come later.
I tried.
Okay. Who's your
the one with the stock going down, underperforming. I have Samson Ebicom. And I don't know that this is any fault of him. I think coming back from the Achilles injury and just the strength that we have coming up behind him with Latu coming into his sophomore season. Timoloau.
There you go.
Yeah, sure. Coming in as a rookie within the Lou system that, really lends to a lot of flexibility at that end position. And Isaiah Land, I think, can really, really flourish as that defender who can do just about anything off the edge, including drop into coverage. I think he's going to be a real asset there. So I think with all that, I think of no fault necessarily of his own, just the injury combined with the talent that is on the roster, I think Ebicom is a downgrade this year.
Yeah. I'm going to go with a similar, and, you made it seem like I wasn't going to do a risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to do one.
Hey!
I just didn't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
My risk it for the biscuit is this person by the end of the year will not be starting.
Okay, will not be starting. Still on the roster, but not starting. Okay.
Yes. That being, this is my person on a downward trajectory, Xavier Howard.
Oh, okay.
I think Jalen Jones may overtake him. I think there's a lot of kind of similar to your Samson Ebicom pick. There's a lot of young talent. Even Wally, who's hurt right now. Juju, who's injury prone. There's a lot of young talent coming up. And Xavier was kind of the pick. Whenever we got him, I was like, okay, cool. We've been asking for a while. That's why I was really excited about it, because we called this years ago.
2 years ago. Yep.
And so, that's why I was excited. But at the same time, I'm like, do we need him though? Like, you have extra money to spend. You got roster space essentially, but still, do we need him all that much? Or could that have gone to investing in Terry McLaurin or something like that?
I don't know if there's that much money.
I don't know if there's that much money either, but still.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, that's it. That's all we have for today. Your mom and I will be back this week as the Fever play the Storm at home on Tuesday before starting another West Coast road trip, starting with the Sparks and Valkyries. Then we will return on Thursday with our first ever IU football episode.
Yep.
And then we will return with your sisters on Friday for our annual football fashion episode, where we are going to get their blind reaction to the brand new uniforms for 2025.
Yep. Well, this is Liam.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay all Indiana.
All in Sports Network. We love sports.